I'm privileged today to host a very special segment, one with personal significance to me and my family. We're here to talk about a disease affecting the lives of millions of Americans. My adult son, Brennan, is one of those millions. The disease is diabetes. We'll be speaking with Brennan by phone in just a few minutes, but with us right now, a man who's dedicated much of his professional life to those who suffer from diabetes. This is Robert Friskney of American Diabetes Services. Robert, welcome.
Thank you, Alan.
How many people are suffering from diabetes?
Alan, it's very sad, but as of right now, over 25 million people walk around with diabetes, and they know it. What's staggering is the 7 million people that walk around with diabetes that are undiagnosed. And as a result of diabetes, over 230,000 people die each year. It's a leading cause of kidney disease, lower limb amputations, and blindness in young adults.
Nutrition, diet, obviously an important element. Can you clarify what constitutes a proper diet for people with diabetes?
Well, Alan, diet is the absolute #1 element that any diabetic should really pay attention to. But you really can't define it in what they should and shouldn't eat. They really need to work with their physician. Their physician needs to understand what chemicals are in their bodies and how their bodies react to certain food types. So you need a good regimen, exercise program.
Diet and exercise.
Diet and exercise.
Sure. My son, Brennan, I mentioned, is a diabetic. He was first diagnosed with juvenile diabetes as a young lad. We're going to get him on the phone. I think we might have him even now. Brennan, what are some of your recollections of some of the tougher parts about being a kid or a teenager with diabetes?
Well, the first part, of course, when I was diagnosed was getting used to, and I know we had some difficult moments back then when I was 4, getting used to taking shots. I mean, that's a difficult thing for any 4-year-old to have to go through, and it is, I think, equally as difficult if you're 20, and probably even more so, because when you're 20 or you're 18, you've lived your whole life without having to take shots and having to monitor blood sugar on a daily basis, and that can be a shock and jarring for anybody. But the biggest challenge is getting used to the testing and the insulin and the shots. And getting used to a regimen where you have to monitor and balance a hormone in your body. You know, when I was diagnosed, we were still using urine test strips, so that's like the dark ages compared to now, where there's pumps and different testers and things that you can attach to you that monitor your blood sugar all day. So there's a vast array of technology that helps improve the monitoring on a day-to-day basis, and it helps for better control, absolutely.
Brennan, my dear boy, I love you. We'll talk in the next day or so, but we'll see you shortly. Thanks for joining us this morning.
All right, take care. Love you.
Bye. How important is it for a diabetic to have other sources of information, support, and most importantly, ways to help manage their disease?
When people contract diabetes later in life, they can get depressed. And if they don't feel like there's a lifeline out there for them, it just makes the managing diabetes even worse. So what we've done is we've created an online community with forums, recipes, posts from other diabetics, posts from physicians who answer questions relating to diabetes. So we really have built a community. We've also created a tool called Condition Manager, which allows a diabetic patient to go in and put in their information about their daily testing so that they can manage it better. They can share the results with their physician and really get the treatment that they need.
But there are ways to manage and take care of it now, Robert.
Yes. With the different companies that are dedicated to bringing meters to market, they're becoming very accurate on how they test their glucose, the results, and it allows you to really hone in on what foods you should eat, shouldn't eat, the amount of exercise, and really try and get it as much under control as humanly possible.
What's the new information, the new approaches? How can we do a better job?
Online right now is the best place to get unbiased information about the disease. You really need to do your homework. If you're newly diagnosed with diabetes, understand what it means. Understand that your life doesn't stop. and that you can live a normal life. So by using tools from American Diabetes Services, you know, if you can't afford the products, you know, consider Support Plus Medical, where we offer a membership program for people that need to buy these products, and just, you know, use our forums, read our recipes, and figure out what works best for you.
If you want to see firsthand all of the benefits and conveniences afforded diabetics, regardless of age, please visit the web at americandiabetes.com or supportplusmedical.com. I'd be glad you did. So much to learn there, and so much we've learned from you today, Robert. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Please keep up the good work.